On behalf of the official party, staff and faculty of ICMS, we cordially welcome graduates, families and friends to the graduation ceremony. Part of the success of the International College of Management Sydney is its international reputation. Today we recognise the success of our graduates who represent 18 countries from around the world. Those countries are Australia, Brazil, Colombia, Germany, India, Indonesia, Japan, the Republic of Korea, Mexico, Myanmar, New Zealand, the People's Republic of China, Philippines, the Russian Federation, South Africa, United Kingdom, Uzbekistan, Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem, performed today by Fiona Treloar.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds by nature's gifts of beauty. Every state advance, Australia fair, in joyful strains, and let us sing. Advance, Australia fair, beneath our radiant southern cross, we'll toil with hearts and hands to make this cause commonwealth of ours, renowned of all the lands, for those who've come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share. With courage let us all combine, advance Australia fair, in joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you, Fiona. And thank you, please be seated. It is a pleasure to introduce the official party. Daryl Courtney O'Connor, OAM, founder and director of ICMS. Anne Whitelock Courtney O'Connor, chair of the ICMS Scholarship Fund and Aspiring Education Foundation. Dr. Dominic Jamboski, CEO and President of ICMS. Professor Emeritus Christine Toohey, AM, Griffith University. Professor Chris Auld, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic. Dr. Margot McNeil, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Learning and Teaching. Rowan Courtney O'Connor, President, Marketing and Recruitment. Bryn James, Dean of Academic Operations. Dr. Joanna Crosman, Associate Dean, Postgraduate. Dr. Leonard Petrov, Program Manager, Postgraduate Studies. Nadia Shevchenko, Deputy Registrar. Alex Menge, Associate Dean, Specializations. Vivian Allen, Associate Dean, Business. Martin Long, Program Manager, Business and Sport. Nasima Kennedy, Program Manager, Hospitality. And John Parry, Program Manager, Property. Colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in welcoming you to this ceremony, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we stand, the Guringai people, and pay respects to elders past and present. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to introduce Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic, Professor Chris Auld, to the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, and a special welcome to a dear friend and colleague, Professor Emeritus Christine Toohey. And of course, graduands. Well, you've done it. Congratulations, give yourselves a hand. On behalf of the college, I'm delighted to welcome the graduands and importantly their parents, friends and family to this ceremony to help us celebrate their success. We're also delighted that a few years ago, somewhere, somehow, in discussions between parents, their children, family, friends and others, you made the decision to come and study at ICMS. We take great pride here in our student-centred and career-focused approach to higher education, and today is one of the key markers of that goal. We are proud to be part of a college that delivers a model of education that many universities would aspire to. Now, I'm firmly of the view that in years to come, lots of universities will look more like ICMS than the reverse. To the graduates, we want to thank you for entrusting this part of your life journey with us. Being part of that journey is an honour that we don't take lightly. The number of staff here today is a testament to this. I'd like to acknowledge and thank all of the faculty for their contribution to you and more broadly to the college. It's tough to complete a tertiary qualification. You've all worked hard to achieve that. Along the way, there were challenges and hurdles to overcome, and you should all be proud that you've been able to successfully negotiate these challenges. We also hope that while you've been here, taken advantage of the myriad of leadership opportunities that we provide, as well as get involved in volunteering, sport opportunities, study tours, international exchanges and so on. Have no doubt that you'll be amongst the best prepared graduates to take on the challenges of the next stage of your journey, not only in Australia, but globally. ICMS achieves amongst the highest graduation employment rates of any institution in the country, and I'm very proud to say, better than any of the group of 8 universities in this country. There will be challenges and, of course, opportunities ahead. Times of uncertainty in a volatile world, including not only security and the global economy, but shifts in attitudes and values about the nature and purpose of society, communities, business and government. But you've learned the skills here that will position you to not only cope with those challenges, but thrive. I'm sure you've made a lot of friends here. Make sure you keep in touch with them. They're the beginning of a fantastic professional network for your future. We hope that you've enjoyed your time with us and will look back fondly on your time at ICMS in the coming years. So congratulations again. We're proud of you and we look forward to hearing about your future successes.
Thank you. It is now an honour to introduce Professor Emeritus Christine Toohey, AM, who only in the past few weeks has retired from Griffith University and who has also had an extended tenure at UTS. Professor Toohey has more than 30 years been acknowledged as one of the most significant teachers, researchers and leaders in world sport. Professor Toohey is recognised worldwide for her significant contribution to thought leadership in sport management, knowledge management, sport and terrorism. She is also recognised as a major event expert, especially focusing on event legacy, and is regularly approached by event organisers to provide advice on event management. Professor Toohey has a distinguished publication record with numerous books, book chapters, articles and research reports to the sport industry. Professor Toohey worked for the Sydney Organising Committee for the Olympic Games and was responsible for the preparation of the official report of the Sydney Olympics. Professor Toohey has also volunteered at a number of major sporting events, including the London Olympics, and most recently worked for the Organising Committee for the 2018 Gold Coast Commonwealth Games. She delivers lectures on Olympic studies each year at the International Olympic Academy in Greece, and in 2017, Professor Toohey received the Distinguished Service Award from the Sport Management Association of Australia and New Zealand. Professor Toohey was appointed as a member in the General Division of the Order of Australia in 2012 for service in sport as an academic and a researcher, and through contributions to professional organisations. The college community is privileged to welcome Professor Emeritus Toohey to address us today.
Thank you for that introduction. A bit embarrassed, really, to speak to you, but very honoured to speak to you. Mr. Daryl Courtney O'Connor, OIM. Miss Anne Whitelock Courtney O'Connor. Mr. Dominic Sambarski. Academic colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the graduates receiving their degrees today. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional people of Sydney on whose land we meet, past, present and emerging. I'd like to thank the International College of Management Sydney for the offer of me to speak to you today. To the graduating students and your families and friends, it is both an honour and a privilege to be here to celebrate your success, and success it is. I congratulate you on the significant achievement of completing your diplomas and degrees. Graduation is an important event, and I should know because I work in events. The completion of your degree is a personal accomplishment and a milestone, and milestones are meant to be shared with friends, parents and siblings, all of those who have contributed to your success. I'm sure the staff here at ICMS are also proud of your achievements and wish you well in your chosen career as you leave today, and you actually leave as one of their valued ambassadors. I've just retired after spending my whole working life as an academic and a practitioner. And I just want to say here, they are not separate to me. A good academic is a good practitioner. And one of the reasons I'm so honoured is because I think this institution knows how to marry those two things, academics and practical work in the field. My last day as an academic was a month ago at Griffith University, and last Sunday I finished working on the Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast. I feel blessed to have worked in a field I've loved all my life and hope that you'll be able to say the same. I've had some wonderful opportunities through work. I've travelled the world, been to all continents bar one. I've seen and worked at the world's best sport events, such as the Olympics and the Commonwealth Games. I've improved my skill set. I've met amazing people from all around the world, people that I would have never had the chance to meet had I just stayed here in Sydney. And I've learnt from them about what to do, and I've also learnt from some people about what not to do. Let me give you an example. The 2008 Commonwealth Games were a really exceptionally well organised event, and they were done on a very tight budget. The sport was great. The Athletes' Village where I was stationed during the Games was amazing in terms of its quality. Transport at the event generally ran well for an event of this size, because there are always some little hiccups, but the lasting memory for many people is going to be the closing ceremony, which was criticised for not making the athletes the focus of attention. I was there, and while I saw the athletes march onto the field, the television audiences did not see this. Further, the entertainment was not either athlete-focused nor relevant to a younger age group. This is a lesson for us all. Lasting impressions are important, and much good work is forgotten if the final perception is not positive. So my advice to you is start well, maintain your standards, and always leave work on a high. Every job, no matter how big or small, involves personal growth and affects those around you. So even though I was at the end of my career, I still learnt by working in the Sport Information Centre in the village. I learnt more about customer service, dealing with people who are stressed, dealing with people who need something now. How did I find the information for them? It was a great experience for me to finish with. And as an academic, I do digress. So I just wanted to say it was a real pleasure for me to see the flags coming in at the beginning of this ceremony, and the fact that the most important people are front and centre. You are part of this ceremony today. I'm sure that all of the graduates can relate to the personal growth you have experienced since you began your tertiary education here. And as you start the next stage of your journey, you take with you knowledge, professional skills and maturity to make a major contribution to your chosen field and to the society in which you'll be living. Even though I've been in the workplace for over 40 years, and most of you are just commencing your career path, we probably share the same opinion about one thing. No, not our taste in music, not our fashion choices, or even our appreciation or not of tattoos. I think we know that while your qualifications are a major asset, knowledge, development, and technology changes are happening so rapidly that you'll have to update your capacity building by adding new skills and knowledge to your repertoire as your career advances. The good news is that as you leave here today, you leave with the best possible education to successfully enter the workforce and with the intellectual and practical skills that make it possible for you to be lifetime learners. While your university degree is a valuable asset, you will need to have to retrain yourself over the next 40 or so years of your life to satisfy your work and career ambitions. Some of you will craft new career directions. New opportunities will emerge. You will develop new knowledge and skills. It is likely that some of you will have a job that doesn't exist today. I know that when I trained, there was no degree in sport management. What I'm trying to say is the future is exciting, and you have the opportunity to shape it. As you move on to your next challenge, whether it be in the workforce or in future studies, be a good role model to your family, your friends, and your workmates. Accept the challenges that will be thrown your way and learn from the difficulties you face. It won't always be easy. There will be ups, there will be downs, there'll be laughter, there'll be tears, but the skills and the workplace knowledge you have gained through your internships here have put you in the best possible place to achieve great outcomes. Academics can't resist the temptation to give advice, so bear with me for a moment while I do that. Yesterday I had coffee with a group of friends who had all had successful careers. I was trying to get their knowledge about what I should say to you. I asked them the question, what do you think has been the major contributor to your success in life and in business? After a lengthy discussion and another round or two of flat whites, there was common agreement among the group that people skills, communication style, and approach to leadership had contributed strongly to the positions that they had achieved. Everyone, though, acknowledged that their degrees provided them with the platform to succeed. Most of us had worked with large groups of people, and we also agreed that treating people with dignity and with respect at all levels within an organisation, when communicating, built staff loyalty, and with that, productivity and success followed. It is well known in business that strong leaders surround themselves with good people, and they listen carefully to those people. Great ideas don't always come from the top, so always be ready to contribute and to recognise a good idea from a colleague, even if you hear it at the water cooler or in the tea room. Acknowledge where that advice comes from. Good leadership also comes from transforming people so that others around you become decision makers. That way there's always a succession plan in place. Many of you will end up in leadership roles, so I believe this advice is good for you in the future. I also think it's important to engage in work that you like and not be too impatient, though, in developing your career path. Some of you might take a little time to find what you really want to. Some of you might move into a different field. But whatever you do, remember that no workplace is perfect. Within each position description, there are things that are less attractive than others. I've found both as an academic and a practitioner, there have been tasks that are just plain boring, but they need to be done. Marking exams hasn't always been my idea of the best thing to do as an academic. Sometimes, though, when I get a brilliant exam, I think, my gosh, this is fantastic. Working as a practitioner, bumping in and bumping out a venue, shifting chairs, doing meaningful tasks. hasn't always been the best thing, but take advantage of all those opportunities. If you say no to an opportunity, then it's lost. While I encourage you to make work your pleasure, I also caution you to not let your work consume you. Enjoy your leisure time. Set realistic goals for yourself. Most importantly, though, take time for your family and friends and yourself. Take time to enjoy the beauty that is around you. As a lecturer, too, I always give a summary of my lecture at the end, and I'm sure you remember that from your courses. So to summarise what I've said today, I've come up with an acronym. An acronym is the letters of the word REACH. If you can remember REACH throughout your career, I would be very pleased. R stands for respect. Respect your college. Everyone in an organisation, from the CEO to the janitor and cleaner, play an important place in their work, and each deserves your respect, no matter at the top or the bottom of the organisations you work for. E stands for enjoyment. Enjoy your work. You're going to be doing it a long time. If you enjoy your job, you'll be more productive, you'll be more efficient, you'll be more happy, and you'll make those around you happier too. A stands for attention. Pay attention to what others say and what others do, and give them credit for their input. In other words, value others' input. C stands for communication. The importance of communicating with colleagues in a professional and dignified way cannot be understated. It also relates to the other points above. H, home-life balance. The faster pace of life that we are all now living, and you will continue to live, does not prevent you from stopping to smell the roses, but only you can regulate that balance. Find beauty and joy in life, and take the time to enjoy that beauty. I hope that you'll remember the word REACH from today and the important messages that the letters carry. It's a simple acronym, but I think it's an effective check on how you can be successful and respectful to others. Congratulations to each and every one of you on the occasion of your graduation, and as you leave this ceremony with your testament in hand, bask in the importance of your achievement. Smell that rose. I wish every one of you success in the next phase of your life, but first, enjoy the rest of today with those who helped you achieve it. Today, we are celebrating your hard work, your perseverance, and your commitment. As you move onwards and upwards, remember that the destination is important, but it is on the journey that we have our greatest experiences. I hope you will remember your ICMS journey today and graduate with fondness. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Professor Tui. I'm now pleased to invite back to the podium Professor Chris Auld and also Deputy Registrar Nadia Shevchenko. To formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards today.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I certify all the candidates being presented here today and those graduating in absentia have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Board for the degrees, diplomas, and certificates that they are to be awarded. Would all candidates please stand?
In the name of the Academic Board, and by my authority as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I admit each of you present and those graduating in absentia to the awards for which you have qualified. Please be seated. I now welcome the college founder, Darryl Courtney O'Connor, and President and CEO, Dr. Dominic Shambalski, to the stage. I also welcome John Powery, Program Manager Property, to the lectern.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the International College of Management, Sydney, whom you have admitted degrees. The Australian Foundation Program, Tien Trang Huang. Min Nguyen Dam. Out of order. Diploma of Hospitality Management, Yongwoo Jung. Diploma of Business Management, Daniel Jonsu. Bachelor of Property, Development, Investment and Valuation, Lachlan Grant. I now welcome Martin Long, Program Manager, Business and Sport, to the lectern.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the International College of Management, Sydney, whom you have admitted degrees. Bachelor of Business Management, Samuel Besley. Hai In Ji. Gregory Lewin. Carlos Augusto Martin Del Cerro. Jordan McDonnell. Thomas McKenna. Lucy Montgomery. Bryony Morgan. Toby Munro. Laura Magdalena Vavra. Adam Ware. Emma Wood. Bachelor of Business Management, Sports Management, Elliot Green. Harry Roach. Bachelor of Business Management, Event Management, Yuen San Sandy Chan. Amalia Izhar. Hadrian Pang. Tierney Sito. Yan Wu. Bachelor of Business Management, Hospitality Management, Ebony Tso. Aaron Duke William. Bachelor of Business Management, Human Resource Management, Heidi Ferry. Bachelor of Business Management, Entrepreneurship, Dylan Goodall. Bachelor of Business Management, International Tourism, Kamal Karishma Nair. Bachelor of Business Management, Marketing and New Media, Alexander Novichenko. Bachelor of Business Management, Property Services Management, Joseph Perry. Elise Brooke Taylor. Bachelor of Business Management, Retail Marketing, Michelle Claire Sleeman. Bachelor of Business Management, Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Matthew Taylor. Bachelor of Sports Management, William Clark. Taylor Wilson. I now welcome Nasima Kennedy, Program Manager for Hospitality, to the lectern.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the International College of Management, Sydney, who you have admitted degrees to. Bachelor of Event Management, Emily Baxter. Michaela Leschke. Penny Pollard. Stephanie Antonella Provenzale. Anders Suyugi. Jamala Teese. Stephanie Tasler. Bachelor of International Tourism, Daisy Campisi. Bachelor of Hospitality Management, Hannah Farrand. Crystalline Candy Casnadi. Michaela Kelly. Songkun Lee. Patricia Liadi. Devin Nam. Eduardo Jose Pons. Doc Quyen Tam. Taemin Daria Vasheva. Kenichi Watanabe. Chen Tong Jasmine Z. I now welcome Dr. Leonid Petrov, Programme Manager of Postgraduate Studies, to the lectern to read out the names of the Master's graduates, and Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Learning and Teaching, Dr. Margot McNeil, to present testamers.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the International College of Management, Sydney, whom you have admitted to degrees and qualifications. Graduate Certificate of Business, Rohan Walter Fell. Reza Jonathan. Amandeep Kaur. Victoria Quiltram. Jesselyn Maya Karina Sudiono. Master of Management, Management and Organization degree, Fiona Brown. Xiaozhu Chen. Guilherme Ferreira da Cunha. Anna Filipova. Fabiana Marinello Pereira. A Master of Tourism and Hospitality degree, Tan Hang Bui. Ngop Min Tuan Zuan. Natalia Del Pira Garcia Silva. Leon Paola Mistica. Hugh Zui Phon Nguyen. Thi Tam Nguyen. Noelin Santos. Thi Tuilin Chin. Thi Tian Chan Chong. Zin Martun. Zin Maitun. Master of International Business degree, Thi Hian Zu Huo. Kamil Samidan. Galia Valades Ortega. Deputy Vice Chancellor. That completes the presentation of graduates from the International College of Management, Sydney.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give all our graduates today a big round of applause. Now it's my very great pleasure to call on Tierney Sito, who has graduated today with a Bachelor of Business Management in Event Management, to speak on behalf of the graduating group.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates, schoolmates and guests. My name is Tierney Sito, and on behalf of the International College of Management Sydney, I warmly welcome you to the 2018 graduation ceremony. A couple years ago, we all made the decision to pursue a university degree at ICMS, and today we are gathered here to celebrate our success. In the beginning, our motivation was high, and so were our expectations. We were naive and young, some of us fresh out of school, excited for the challenges that lay ahead. Our experiences at ICMS were unlike others, unique to personal learning and active in student life. Many of us participated in student-led clubs and societies, sporting teams, and memorable, but some regrettable, social events located in the CCC. Several have ventured on overseas study programs, capitalising on culture, while others undertook industry training locally and interstate. Experiences like these add to a student's personal growth and build upon the skill set that cannot be learnt in the classroom. This was by no means an easy journey. Balancing our social work and academic lives, many of you can agree that there were times where we just wanted to give up. Lay in bed for that extra hour, watch that new Netflix series over an economics assignment, but we drove through the temptations and we stuck it out. Perseverance and determination pushing us to the edge. Now, after all these years, we can proudly say, I am a graduate of ICMS. Our graduation success is not only ours, but is shared with others who have significantly influenced and impacted the path that led us here. The ICMS faculty are the backbone of our community. The community is made up of students, faculty, and staff, all working together to achieve a common goal. The fact that our campus is a collaborative workplace makes the ICMS educational but desirable. Our lecturers are our mentors, providing us with jobs and guidance. Our peers became our colleagues, working on projects on and off campus, and the staff are the glue that held us all together. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the college staff and members of faculty who have been influential role models, continuously encouraging and inspiring us to achieve our full potential. University is like being told to eat your vegetables as a child. You do it because your parents said so. But now, after 4 healthy long years, I can agree, vegetables were the right choice. These past years would not have been the same without the support and generosity of our parents and loved ones. Whether we believe they are right or wrong, we always have our best interests at heart. I can't thank mine enough for what they have taught me. Thank you to all the parents and carers and loved ones who are celebrating with us today. The walls of ICMS have provided a home of over 55 different nationalities. This multicultural environment enhances the vibrancy and intellectual vitality of a student experience. The friendships and memories made by the students are priceless, as well as the notes they sent to me before exams. But sincerely, I'd love to thank all our fellow peers here and overseas for being part of this journey. It's been an extraordinary ride. Those who make the most of the degree will find that the ICMS Industry Training Program has played a key role in the development and skills and industry experience. Work-integrated learning places an emphasis on professionalism and has prepared us for a smooth transition into the workforce. From my experience, the workforce has shaken me into the harsh reality we're living in a competitive world. This will create fear in some and fight in others. This degree is our first step to our career success. Yet we should also remember to respect the value of our own personal happiness. Whether we go on to use our degree directly or indirectly, I believe our future is held together with one line: to live your own life on your own terms and to live it big. This degree is more than just a piece of paper. This degree reflects a standard we set for ourselves, driven by the hard work of us and the people around you. This degree puts us one step closer to an opportunity to create greatness, leaving our mark on the world. Whether it's over a glass of wine, orange juice, or a case of VB, celebrate this milestone to mark your achievements and as a monumental day that you will cherish forever. Today is our day. Congratulations to the class of 2018.
Thank you, Tierney. Graduates, you are now part of a very important group in our college community. To welcome you to the ICMS Alumni Association, I welcome to the lectern Caroline Heslop. Caroline received the National ICMS Academic Scholarship in 2006 and graduated from ICMS with an Associate Business degree in Event Management in 2008. The highlight of her time here was when she hosted the celebrity chef Michael Moore of the Sydney's O-Bar and Dining celebrity dinner. The dinner and auction fundraiser raised over $20,000 in one evening for Bear Cottage. The photographs are still up there on the way to the Great Hall. She built on her successes at ICMS, continuing her studies at Macquarie University, graduating with a BBA in marketing. Caroline began her career in consumer advertising at Leo Burnett in Sydney for a client, Diageo. She then moved to an agency, J. Walter Thompson, or JWT, and she managed the Kellogg's Australia campaigns. She then moved to New York City in 2012 and joined JWT in Manhattan. She worked full-time for MNC brands such as Rolex, Nestle, and the Royal Caribbean Group. Caroline then moved from the ad agency side to become the client, taking up the global brand manager role for Gap Incorporated. During her over 5 years in New York City, Caroline took every opportunity to explore the US and furthered her studies at NYU, SVA, and ICP. Caroline also enjoyed, and we loved having her at our ICMS Event Management New York Tour functions at the Waldorf Astoria each year. Caroline returned home to Sydney in late 2017 to continue her marketing career in her home city. She's currently the National Marketing Manager of Travel Zoo Australia, a travel deals publisher with 28 million members worldwide. She's passionate about mentoring and education and is now an ICMS industry training partner.
Thank you, Juliet, for a warm welcome and an invitation to be here today. I'm truly honoured. Firstly, congratulations to the graduating class and welcome to a very special club, the ICMS Alumni. Today you join myself and many others before you since 1996 in a community of driven, talented graduates scattered all over the world, working for incredible companies on even more extraordinary projects. As Juliet mentioned, my ICMS journey started 12 years ago. In late 2005, while boarding at Barker College, I snuck out of my dorm one night to attend a career expo put on for the grade above. There I met an amazing representative from ICMS who handed me a brochure, and as I dashed back to my room, he said, "Don't forget to check out the scholarship." In the year that followed, I poured myself into my application. So determined was I to attend ICMS that against my parents' wishes, I applied to no other schools. Finally, in the summer of 2006, I received the news that I'd beat out HSC students from all over the country to win the national scholarship and began my studies a couple months later in early 2007 in the event management program. During my time here, I created some particularly fond memories. The highlight, as Juliet mentioned, was certainly my major event project. Myself and two other students, now very dear friends, hosted celebrity chef Michael Moore of Sydney's O-Bar and Dining here in the Great Hall for a dinner and auction fundraiser for our beloved neighbours, Bear Cottage. To our delight, we raised over $20,000 that evening and in the process rallied a community. I also met many friends for life, many who enhanced my ICMS experience. They are now dominating in their chosen fields: chefs, renowned business owners, and hotel managers in amazing destinations. I also thoroughly enjoyed my 9-month work placement here in Sydney, and it laid the foundation for my work ethic and exposed me to the event and marketing industry. I graduated ICMS in 2008 and continued my studies at Macquarie University until 2010, when I graduated with a BBA in marketing. I immediately hit the ground running to find a job. I know for some of you, this isn't your first step into the working world, but regardless, the fact is that ICMS puts your foot in the right doors. Its reputation precedes you, and your industry work placement sets you out from the pack. I started my career at Leo Burnett working on Diageo on some award-winning campaigns, and then at JWT Sydney for Kellogg's Australia. I have a US passport, but neither agency were willing to send me to New York. I was told I was too young or too inexperienced to make it or be of any value. So in early 2012, I boarded a plane with no job, no apartment, no contacts, and no clue. I finally found my feet and spent 5.5 wonderful years working at, lo and behold, JWT for Rolex and subsequently Gap headquarters as global brand manager. In late 2017, I finally moved back to Sydney, a choice that I'm so happy to have made, as we are so blessed to call this amazing country home. I have now joined online travel deals publisher Travelzoo, who boasts 28 million members worldwide, to head up their PR and branding here in Australia. We talk a lot in marketing about USPs. At least once a day, someone, whether it be a publisher or a client, asks me, "So Caroline, what is your brand's USP?" In a world full of same, it's never been more important to stand out and be clear in your intention, your unique selling point. So what is ICMS Alumni's USP, you ask? I'm convinced it's determination. As I said, I only ever applied to ICMS, I only ever wanted to go to New York, and I only ever wanted to work for the best brands. There were never any other alternatives in my mind. Through setbacks and rejections, my North Star never wavered. Determination sees you through transition periods and helps you keep that end goal, that beacon, in sight. This does not mean that the end goal might resemble something a little different to what you had imagined, but chances are it might even be better than you thought. Get varied advice from many sources, but stay true to yourself. No one knows what's best for you more than you do. Know your priorities and don't sacrifice them. Focus your energy on what's truly important and let the rest fall into the fray. Know your worth, settle for nothing less, and fight for what you deserve. And lastly, as I remind myself daily, nothing is worth doing if it's easy. I hope that your memories of today with your fellow students and your families celebrating this huge achievement will stay with you forever. My wonderful parents are here today, and I look forward after this to wandering over and recreating the graduation photo, one of my favorites, here on the front lawn from 10 years ago. Soak up every congratulations, cherish every photo, and take a moment to look around at this amazing campus and take in all that you've achieved. Then go out and remind the world what an ICMS graduate is made of. Thank you, congratulations, and best of luck.
Thank you, Caroline. It's now my pleasure to introduce the founder and chairman of ICMS, Daryl Courtney O'Connor, to thank our guests and speakers for their generosity today.
Firstly, I would like to thank the guest speaker for her fantastic appreciation that she's given to our students and all the things she's done. And you've made a difference, I'm sure, to today for all the people out here. So thank you very much. Unaccustomed as I am to saying anything at all, there are a couple of things I would like to say. The difference between when I graduated and when you are graduating today is simply technology. The change that's happening today in the world is at a far greater rate than we experienced in my era. That's interesting, but there's also one thing that doesn't change. Wherever you go, whatever team you join, don't necessarily look for the highest return financially. Look for where you can create a difference, and by that I mean being part of a culture that is constructive. The importance of what I've just said in terms of being part of a group of, or a team of people where emotional intelligence creates a culture which is constructive will make the difference to your lives more than dollars will ever make. So I grant you all the best and congratulations for all you've done. So thank you.
Darryl, we have a few more guests to thank. Fiona Trelaw, our wonderful singer today. Caroline Heslop, our alumni address. Tierney Sito, our graduate speaker. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the members of the official party, graduates, special guests, family and friends for coming to this afternoon's ceremony. Hey, don't forget to collect your commemorative Manly Daily from the alumni table with a special feature of our graduation in it. Graduates, please join the official party and make your way to the front of Moran House for the official photograph. Parents and friends, please join us then for the cocktail reception in Ingrid Avenue, which is further on from the main building. That concludes our formalities. Congratulations, and please enjoy the cocktail reception. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding while the official party leads the procession of graduates out of the chapel. Thank you. Ready when you are. Okay. Graduates in the Australian Foundation Program. Min Nuit Dam. Kan Hung Dang. Bing Du. Dang Kwong An Ha. Trung Quan Huang. Jingxing Li. Shenghang Liang. Xu Peng. Yuyan Wang. Graduates in the Bachelor of Business Management. Samuel Carden. Napat Sharansuk. Mitchell Dye. Samuel Austin Jack Faraha. Audrey Ayana Lan Fougere. Junghyun Huang. Hee-Yun Kim. Ye-Young Kim. Laura Josepha Bertie Lamette. Maximilian Reinhardt Limpet. Chelsea Lewison. Morgany Pradali. Amelie Van Boxted. Ji Young Yu. Casey Ebanks. Marta Gunwanan. Francisco Nilo Kajela. Gina Jang. Arabella Stoneham. In the Bachelor of Sports Management, Viet Hung Nguyen. In the Bachelor of Hospitality Management, Min Tae Dung Lee. Joachim Festel. In the Bachelor of Property, Development, Investment and Valuation, Heidi Evers. In Diploma of Business Management, Natalie Cox, Wing Shui Lung, Olivia Alexandra Mark, Kanda Fomason. T. Cam Huang Tran. Zhuji Jiang. In the Diploma of Event Management, Nurul Fitri Binte Rosalang. In the Diploma of Hospitality Management, Chelsea Felicia Guatemala. Helena North, Vanesh Pasi. In the Diploma of Property Management, Aaron Wallers. In the Graduate Certificate of Business, Jessica Bujakan. Kim Nyok Dao. T. An Tuat Duan. Camille Goulet. T. Kim Phuong Hyun. Vatadorn Jarasurapata. Vanessa Young. T. Tu An Lee. Hong Duong Lee. T. Lan Phuong Lee. Kong Vin Lo. Du Lat May. Lorelei Mamrake. Philippe Borges Morara. Tu Vi Nguyen. T. Phuong Nguyen Nguyen. Vudang Quang Nguyen. Lakan Tam Nguyen. T. Men Nguyen. Van Kong Nguyen. Duan Tu Pham. Vu Tu Dan Pham. T. Tu Ha Pham. Sahil Rangra. Bernardo Rigoroni. Simon Michael Sealand. Sarah Grandini Silva. Pham Duan Chi Tai. T. Nyok May Nguyen. Ti To Nhu Tran, Ti Tu Chin Vu, Hang Chin Yen, Hong Nyok Nguyen. In the Master of International Business, Manuel Maria Bolini, Man Kwong Nguyen, T. Ha Pham, Paul Pujol Pascual. In the Master of Management in Management and Organizations, Kila de Simone Mera Montero, Naidhi Tiaji. In the Master of Management in Tourism and Hospitality, Ti To Bui, Hien Nanda Kwa, Bish Van Nguyen, Fabian Clopel. Congratulations.